evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of lightweight action between these two great warriors. He's making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be in battle there in the ring. Castillo's making his way down to the ring, and he does so with a confidence where he knows he put all the hard work in, and he's ready to explode inside those ropes.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Juan. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Castillo.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. When a high-stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well-conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are. Because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area. But they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Good block by Dynamite. Solid counter punch by Dynamite. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. That's a good block by El Terrible. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Nice block by Dynamite. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Hard to believe that they can keep up this pace, but who cares? It's so entertaining while it lasts. You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight, but they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden, it allows you a trail of excuses, because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this, you know, it's the drudgery of it, and it's the consistency of it. When you have to stay at a weight and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
Good block there by Dynamite. 10 seconds to go in this round. Good looking counter punch. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Nice, keep it up. Move it. Let's get on that swelling. Get the compress on that.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Good job with another left hand. Dynamite's got that one gift that we have seen win time and time again, and that is pure speed. He's got it every which way.
Yeah, he's putting those punches together. There's one way that you have to combat speed, and that's not trying to match it, and that's controlling distance and using timing. That's what his opponent needs to do now.
Not able to land the headshot. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Halfway through round number 2. Good block. Dynamite's in a real tough spot now with that cut. Castillo's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Good looking counterpunch. He fires off the combination there and it lands. Castillo's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Off the mark there.
Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him. You have to start doubling that jab, okay? Double that jab. That'll put us in a position.
Number 3 is underway. Blocks that punch. Nice block. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's...
Holy cow! Oh, banged around and down.
Joey has some choices to make. 2 of them. 1, do I get up? And 2, how do I behave once I'm up?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
You know, he did a very nice job of finishing up that. He put the 3rd punch in there and landed the combination. and there you go. Oh, and a crushing hook just gets right to him.
All right, punch it out.
Good block there by El Terrible. He was stunned and staggered moments ago. Now he's right back in the fight, looking pretty good.
Yeah, some guys take a little longer to recover. One of his strengths is he recovers real fast.
He comes back with the left hand again. Well, it may be one of the most impressive characteristics and traits in all of boxing. We're seeing it on display here. He has an iron chin. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically, how are they acting? What are you seeing out of them?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So, put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch him. You're gonna catch him. Just get on this way. Get the compress on.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Castillo's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it can get nasty as the fight progresses. Castillo's making for a very inviting target right now. That cut is much worse than it was just moments ago.
What he has to do is he's got to be elusive right now. He's got to get on his horse a little bit and give those medicines that were put into the cut a chance to work a little bit. But also he's got to slow his opponent down. Catch him with something so he doesn't keep going after that eye.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Now there's some blood, but it's underneath the eye. It's on the cheek, so it's not going to impair his vision. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Keep those hands up. Seal to the punch.
Able to get rid of that one. A good block. Dynamite's a pro, but he's not a well-rounded pro because a better level of fighter would be committing to the body more here, wouldn't he, Teddy?
Yeah, well, first of all, he would recognize that that's where he's supposed to be going now that his opponent, you know, is taking off a little bit with those fast shoes. No better way to take those shoes off his feet than to go downstairs.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Castillo. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue or red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Move that body. You need to move that body.
Back to action here at the start of this round. That last round was very interesting because it was the kind of round that can turn a fight in a completely new direction. He did well.
Yeah, you know, the old-time saying was bad start, good finish. Well, that's what he's hoping for, good finish.
On the mark, the counter punch by El Terrible. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Castillo. Throws a counter punch there. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He fires off the combination there, and it lands. Halfway into round number 5 here. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. "60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Castillo's doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Castillo's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Okay. You're making this harder than it is. Focus for me. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Dynamite's looking for some room, and he found a way to get it. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Dynamite's treating the word slip like it truly is a four-letter word.
Yeah, he is. He's slipping all right. He's slipping over the other guy's left hooks. He needs to start actually slipping by moving his head side to side.
Defense, more defense.
Have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it can change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
Nice, man. You can't handle the speed. This is too much fun. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Now, this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
No, when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
Castillo's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. Castillo's having a masterful round defensively. I love what we're seeing from the footwork with him. Very good movement, sound defensively. Is there anything he should be considering adding to that arsenal, though, right now?
Well, he's got to find spots for offense. You know, he's making his opponent miss. He's getting him off balance. He's frustrating him a little bit. You know, pop at the right time. You know, let it fly a little bit in the right spot. You keep your guy off balance. When you got him off balance, you make him miss, make him pay.
Good exchange. He fires back. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Nice block by Dynamite. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good return fire that time. Dynamite showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Don't worry about it. Nice. Jump on this round, all right? You're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more. Just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this later. Get on.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Very clean offense from defense by Dynamite. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Protecting his head well with his guard. Castillo staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Castillo's doing exactly what we expected him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You know, you're not going to do it with your feet. This is not kickboxing. You know, you're going to do it with your jab. And that's exactly, it's boxing 101. Control range, control distance, control the jab.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Wow, look at that, trading shots. Castillo's ability to properly throw and land his combinations has been stunning. Teddy, why is he so successful?
Because you just said it, he's putting them together. You know, one or two wouldn't land, but he's handcuffing the guy. And the first two punches, they set up the third and fourth.
Blocks the headshot. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Let's work on that swell. Get the compress on it.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. There it is! Oh, he is stuck. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now, keep busy.
Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Able to, wow! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
See some punches here.
Fires right back at him. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you look at...
Oh, he is not in good... Holy cow! That is a big, big punch that just put him down.
And right now, he's thinking about whether or not he wants to do this as a living.
But able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Dynamite's in a real tough spot now. There's no doubt about it that the eye has worsened. That cut is really looking ugly right here. What does he have to think about right now? Is it time to just take the realization that, hey, this fight could end at any moment?
Yeah, well, there's two things to that. First of all, the cutman's done his job. He's put the coagulants in there. Now,
oh, late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? The fight. El Terrible's gonna have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached, his opponent out. He's the victor. Castillo's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore.